with some justification, the most famous story about the occupation and the cost of occupation is known as the Jersey St Saviour's Wireless 4. No less than 4 people from this parish were found with an illegal wireless. It had been made illegal from 1942, even to listen to the radio in case you were picking up stuff from London. And there was a ring, in fact 15 people were arrested, but the 4 ringleaders particularly were sent for various terms to Germany because of the wireless, and every one of them died. And we're here next to the grave of the ringleader who actually kept the wireless, and it's John Nicolle. That's a good Jersey and St Saviour's name. It says at the bottom, their son John Whiteley Nicolle, and it says he died in Dortmund, Germany during the Second World War in the 1940s. And there were 3 others who had to go with him. They went to various camps. There was Joseph Tierney, and he has no memorial here. He died in Germany too, and extraordinarily he was the cemetery, the churchyard worker before he went. So here we are in this churchyard, and where I'm now standing, this section, he will have dug graves and tended before it happened. And then there was Arthur Dimery, and then finally there was Canon John Cohu. And I've spoken about him in a different context. He has a memorial in church because he too was one of the leaders of the resistance. He preached the very first Sunday of occupation, on a text that said, how long, O Lord, will the wicked prosper? How long will the wicked prosper? I think he was a marked man from that time. What bravery to stand in public and say that at a time like that. And when the wireless had good news from London, he'd go around shouting, good news, good news. Some people say, how foolish. But I say, that was part of liberation. Some people refused to be cowed, refused to have their deepest liberty taken away. Each of them had hard deaths. Each of those 4 died in prison camps of starvation and malnourishment. One of them, I think it was John Nicolle. Just at the end of the war, they were moving people from camp to camp, and he went on what's called the death marches. And 822 people started off being transferred. Only 28 survived the march to the next camp. And he was one of the many who died. It took a long time to find his grave, but they've now been found only about 3 or 4 years ago, a mass grave where others in that camp died on that journey. And so I want to take my hat off to their determination in their own way to be free men at immense cost. Reminds us the cost of occupation and the liberation we are about to celebrate, how important it was.